It's time to show my true color. My name is Julius Hakam Müller. I'm the ambassador of the unforgotten Warchild of Kony. And this message is to my dearest brother from another motherverse, a mere city queen, a final cute choice to fulfill my last medical military duty in special service as president of the mental health awareness system of the Austrian Constitution Protection. It was my child doctor, dear Swifties, that warned from the terror that's coming, and I can't stop it in Great Britain. But with all my connections to the global art therapy system and to all secret services, it was possible to protect you from terror attack in my beloved motherland. When I started this special military mission to be an anti-hero of my nation, a 7-year-old child soldier, I thought it was a marketing gag for the election of the Volkspresident Heinz Fischer. I swore other than the other recruits of my country that I will protect the universal citizenship and not the state folk or the folk of my beloved motherland, and to protect my fatherland. My fatherland is Rojava, and it evolves right now in that moment. At this point, I will thank special the Israeli government that don't let it happen for the 3-country solution of genocide folks that the Turkish occupies Syria and will finish the job to genocide my father's people. Even when the brutality of your bombs scares the whole world, we shouldn't forget that the Second World War was never ended. Formally, it was ended by the second nuclear holocaust, and all the deaths and merciless things that Japan has to carry after it gets the consequences to be a part of the Axis mites and the totalitarian war that led to the Second Universal War. You can't kill an idea in a democracy. You can try to kill democracy. Incredible amounts of dictators tried that. The European history showed that with the Christian Catholic beliefs most, cause Caesar, dead spoken, living spoken Kaiser, his first son of God, Augustus, sounds much better than dictator on lifetime. and shut it for nearly 1900 years, democracy or Republicans down. And that's why at the Vienna Congress, after the first 5 world wars, or how history calls it, the continental wars of Napoleon, was decided that we can't afford the universal war, and with the utopists of the Magna Carta, Montesquieu, and all great philosophers like Schopenhauer, Brecht, and so much others, for humanity to reanimate and resurrect in the Renaissance the democracy. It's now time that my beloved nations, and especially that guys that just think that we have to be passive, neutral, just for peace and neutrality, learn history from the act of a single son of Ali, and let do my duty to prevent a future war crime on the state folk of Ukraine from the folk of Ukraine. Because the universal world conflict that nearly destroyed Israel and Palestine and Ukraine, Syria, Armenia, and the peace and democracy in so many countries should learn the meaning of the UN Charter, the fair way to make world peace and universal peace, because all human rights are universal rights, not international rights, not national rights, the basic founding universal rights every human being should have. And yeah, that's why I have to prevent a speaker of the Sisters of Franz von Assisi from Assisi and the Unforgotten Warchild for the unforgotten future Warchilds of Ukraine, what I learned from history, and fulfill my duty with the doing that's needed, that my country wakes up and everyone stands up for world peace, and not just peace, in an active duty. And to all political parties, special to FPÖ, SPÖ and ÖVP, fuck, shit, jerk you, and keep your mouth shut, because that's the constitutional right protected from the exile art makers of the independent art of Austria and the peace culture of the Czech Republic. Because we gave Austria 200 years ago this culture of Stowasser, Hundertwasser, Marcel Jaroslav Hof, the first presidential soldier. And we also can take it from you, dear Austria, because I know how to protect my legacy and everything I don't mediate, moderate from my marketing concepts won't work anymore. Just when you get the help, even when I'm gone, from all my 10 siblings. And I don't think they will give it to you. And special to you, Jepfert Kickel and your Polizei, you need a sign from me and that you don't want to get. And when I'm dying, I promise you, the heir of my legacy will never give you this fucking sign. So think wisely. I accept your peace offering when you now stand up active for world peace and not just fucking peace. Because since 69 years, it's the most basic value that makes Austria free from war. And that you broke while Corona and restart message control, aka mind control, while Corona financed with the stolen valor from the ÖVP and blue government to restart message control with 30 millions. And that's the capable reason, dear Herbert, and to the other fuckers, why you will go in prison for corruption, or much harder, for high treason against the ground values of the Austrian Second Republic of love and democracy. We are the rebellion, we are not the resistance. We are the countercurrent. Fear is our only enemy as humanity. Ready to duty and switch place with the deserter that I met last week from Ukraine, so to save him for the punishment of high treason in war. I hope, dear President of the Ukraine, you accept my offer to protect your state folk and your folk doing a greatest mistake on European floor and make a war crime on your own people. And let me change that with this minesweeping group of Britain that already started in the declarations of the UNO to disarm the mines that Russia and the Russian Federation light. In this sense, Julius Hakan Müller, President of the Mental Health Awareness Protection of the Austrian Constitution protection system, because might needs control, and I'm the Master Chief Commander in control. And you need my fucking brain to keep it in control.